I'm revealing the exact reasons you're losing your erection mid-sex, and more importantly, the 8 fast fixes that work immediately. Here's something most men don't realize. Research shows that losing an erection during sex is incredibly common. Studies indicate that ED affects 18 to 47% of men in the US, and for many, the first symptom isn't inability to get hard, it's losing hardness during the act itself. The good news in most cases, this is completely fixable without medications or surgery. These 8 fixes target the actual causes, and you can implement them starting tonight. Before we dive in, hit that like button right now, comment below where you're watching from, and subscribe so you never miss strategies for men over 50 who want confidence in the bedroom. Now, let me reveal why you're losing your erection and how to stop it. Understanding what's really happening. Before I give you the 8 fixes, you need to understand what's actually happening when you lose your erection. An erection requires 3 things working perfectly together. Blood needs to flow into your penis rapidly through arteries. That blood needs to fill the spongy chambers called the corpora cavernosa, and the veins that normally drain blood out need to be compressed shut to trap that blood inside. When you lose your erection during sex, it's because blood is leaking out faster than it's flowing in. This is called venous leakage, and research shows you only need to lose about 15% of your corporal smooth muscle function for symptomatic venous leakage to occur. Think of it like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. If water leaks out as fast as you pour it in, the bucket never fills. Your penis is the same. If blood leaks out through veins as fast as it flows in through arteries, your erection deflates. There are 3 main categories of causes: physical causes like poor circulation, weak pelvic, muscles or medication side effects; psychological causes like performance anxiety, stress, or relationship issues; and lifestyle causes like smoking, excessive alcohol, or poor fitness. One patient, 59 years old, came to me frustrated. He said, "I can get hard initially, but I lose it within minutes every single time." After reviewing his habits, we identified 5 fixable issues. Within 3 weeks of implementing the corrections, he was maintaining firm erections throughout sex consistently. The key is identifying which specific causes apply to you and fixing them systematically. If this makes sense, hit that like button and drop a comment. Fix number 1. Stop the performance anxiety spiral. This is the single biggest cause of losing erections during sex, especially for men over 50. Here's what happens. The first time you lose your erection during sex, it's embarrassing. Your brain remembers that. The next time you have sex, you're worried it might happen again. That worry triggers your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response. When your sympathetic system is activated, blood vessels constrict, blood flow to your penis decreases, and your erection weakens. This makes it more likely you'll lose your erection again, which increases your anxiety next time. It's a vicious spiral. Research confirms that psychological factors, including depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, stress, and relationship problems, can trigger ED or make symptoms worse. The fix is mental reframing. First, understand that occasionally losing an erection is completely normal. It happens to every man at some point. It doesn't mean you're broken or that something is seriously wrong. Second, communicate openly with your partner before sex. Say something like, "If I lose my erection tonight, it's not about you. I'm working on some circulation issues. Let's just enjoy being close." This removes the pressure and reduces anxiety dramatically. Third, focus on pleasure rather than performance. Stop thinking about maintaining your erection and start focusing on the sensations you're experiencing. Ironically, the less you worry about your erection, the better it stays. One patient implemented this mental shift and told his partner about his concerns openly. Within 2 weeks, his anxiety dropped and his erections became consistently strong throughout sex. He said just talking about it removed 90% of the pressure. Mental reframing is fast, free, and incredibly effective. Comment below, Is performance anxiety affecting you? Fix number 2, strengthen your pelvic floor immediately. Weak pelvic floor muscles are a major cause of venous leakage and lost erections. Your pelvic floor muscles, specifically the bulbous spongiosus and ischiocavernosus, compress the veins that drain blood from your penis. When these muscles are weak, they can't maintain enough pressure to keep veins closed, blood leaks out, and you lose your erection. Research shows that excess or chronic tension in pelvic floor muscles can limit arterial inflow, degrading erectile function. The fix is daily keel exercises. Here's the exact protocol. Contract the muscles you use to stop urination midstream. Hold that contraction for 5 seconds. Release completely for 5 seconds. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Do this routine 3 times daily. Morning, afternoon, and evening. You can do Kegel anywhere, sitting at your desk, driving, watching TV. Nobody knows you're doing them. Within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent practice, your pelvic floor muscles will strengthen significantly, improving your ability to trap blood and maintain erections. One patient started cool and combined them with the perineum massage we discussed in a previous video. After 5 weeks, he went from losing his erection within minutes to maintaining firm erections for 15 plus minutes consistently. Pelvic floor strength is critical. Start today. Fix number 3, check your medications immediately. Many common medications cause erectile problems as a side effect, and most doctors never warn you. Medications that commonly cause erection loss include antidepressants, especially SSRIs like fluoxetine and sertraline, blood pressure medications, particularly beta blockers and thiazide diuretics, antihistamines used for allergies, and certain prostate medications. Studies confirm that medications can affect sexual excitement and reduce general sexual function, making it more challenging to maintain erections. The fix is a medication review with your doctor. Make a list of every medication and supplement you're taking. Schedule an appointment specifically to discuss sexual side effects. Ask if there are alternative medications with lower sexual impact. Never stop taking prescribed medications without consulting your doctor first. But in many cases, your doctor can switch you to a different medication in the same class that doesn't affect erectile function. One patient was taking a beta blocker for blood pressure that was killing his erections. His cardiologist switched him to an ACE inhibitor, and within 3 weeks, his erectile function returned completely. He said, "I had no idea my blood pressure medication was the problem. A simple medication review can solve the problem instantly." Fix number 4, stop drinking alcohol before sex. This is one of the easiest, fastest fixes, and most men don't realize how much it matters. Alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. In moderate to high amounts, it impairs the nerve signals between your brain and your penis. It also causes blood vessels to dilate throughout your body, which sounds good, but actually reduces blood pressure and makes it harder to maintain the high pressure needed inside your penis. Research shows that substances that affect and suppress your central nervous system can cause severe damage to blood vessels and lead to erectile dysfunction. While one drink might relax you and reduce performance anxiety, 2 or more drinks actively work against your erection. The fix is simple. Limit alcohol to 1 drink maximum at least 2 hours before sex. Or, better yet, eliminate alcohol entirely on nights you plan intimacy. If you want the relaxation effect without the erectile dysfunction, try deep breathing exercises or a warm shower instead. One patient habitually had 2 to 3 glasses of wine with dinner before sex. Once he stopped drinking alcohol on intimacy nights, his erections became dramatically firmer and lasted significantly longer. He said, "I thought alcohol helped me relax. I didn't realize it was actively killing my performance. Skip the alcohol. Your erection will thank you." Fix number 5, use continuous stimulation throughout. Many men stop stimulation once penetration begins. This is a huge mistake. Your erection requires continuous arousal signals from your brain to your penis. When stimulation stops, those signals weaken, blood flow decreases, and your erection softens. Research shows that arousal and stimulation trigger the brain to release impulses necessary to sustain increased blood flow for an erection. The fix is continuous engagement during penetration. Maintain mental and physical stimulation. Talk to your partner, make eye contact, touch her body, focus on pleasurable sensations. Don't let your mind wander to work, stress, or unrelated thoughts. If you feel your erection weakening, don't panic. Simply pause penetration and return to manual or oral stimulation until firmness returns, then resume. Switching positions also provides a brief break that can help restore firmness if needed. One patient realized he was mentally disengaging during sex, thinking about his to-do list. Once he focused intensely on staying mentally present and engaged, his erections remained consistently strong throughout intimacy. Continuous stimulation and mental engagement are critical. Fix number 6, switch to better positions. Certain sex positions make it much harder to maintain erections, especially for men over 50. Positions that require significant physical exertion, like supporting your body weight in push-up position during missionary, divert blood flow and energy away from your penis to your arms, chest, and core. When you're physically exhausted, your erection suffers. Positions where you're standing also make it harder because your heart has to pump blood upward against gravity. The fix is strategic position selection. Choose positions where you're relaxed and not supporting body weight. Woman on top is excellent because you're lying down and relaxed. Spooning or side-by-side positions work well. Modified. Missionary, where you support your weight on your knees instead of arms, is better than traditional missionary. Avoid standing positions entirely if you're having trouble maintaining erections. One patient was always using traditional missionary, which exhausted him within minutes. After switching to woman on top and spooning positions, he maintained strong erections throughout sex consistently. He said, "I didn't realize how much the physical strain was affecting my erection. Position matters more than you think." Fix number 7, address chronic health conditions. Uncontrolled diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and obesity all directly damage blood vessels and erectile function. Research shows that men with obesity are 3 times more likely to experience sexual dysfunction, and ED prevalence increases from 8% in men aged 40 to 49 to nearly 78% for those 75 and older, largely due to accumulated vascular damage. High blood. Sugar damages nerves and blood vessels. High blood pressure stiffens arteries. High cholesterol clogs blood vessels. Obesity reduces testosterone and increases inflammation. The fix requires medical management. If you have diabetes, work with your doctor to get your blood sugar under tight control, aiming for A1C below 7%. If you have high blood pressure, ensure it's properly controlled with medication and lifestyle changes. If you have high cholesterol, get on a statin if recommended and improve your diet. So if you're overweight, commit to losing even 10% of your body weight through diet and exercise. Studies show that lifestyle changes, including weight loss and increased physical activity, can significantly improve erectile function. One patient had uncontrolled diabetes with A1C at 9.2%. After working with his endocrinologist to get it down to 6.8%, 8% over 6 months, his erectile function improved dramatically. He said, "Fixing my diabetes fixed my erections. It took time, but it worked." Managing chronic conditions isn't fast, but it's essential for long-term erectile health. Fix number 8, stop smoking and start moving. This is the lifestyle foundation that everything else builds on. Smoking damages blood vessels throughout your body, including in your penis. Nicotine constricts blood vessels and reduces blood flow. Research shows that men given nicotine showed low erectile response, demonstrating that smoking directly impairs erectile function. Physical inactivity leads to poor cardiovascular fitness, reduced blood flow, and weakened erections. A 2011 meta-analysis found that aerobic exercise correlates with measurable improvement in erectile dysfunction symptoms. The fix is twofold. First, quit smoking completely. Use nicotine replacement therapy, prescription medications, or smoking cessation programs. Within weeks of quitting, blood vessel function begins improving. Second, start exercising regularly. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate aerobic activity, walking, jogging, cycling 5 days per week. This improves cardiovascular health, increases nitric oxide production, and enhances overall blood flow. One patient was a pack-a-day smoker and completely sedentary. After quitting smoking and starting a daily walking routine, His erectile function improved progressively over 3 months. By month 4, he was maintaining strong erections throughout sex consistently. Quit smoking and start moving. These are non-negotiable for lasting erectile health. Your action plan. Let me give you the action plan to implement all 8 fixes systematically. Immediate actions tonight. Fix performance anxiety by reframing and communicating with your partner. Stop drinking alcohol before sex. Use continuous stimulation in better positions during intimacy. Daily actions starting tomorrow. Start Kegel exercises, 3 sets of 10 to 15 daily. Begin walking 30 minutes daily if you smoke. Start your quit plan immediately this week. Schedule a medication review with your doctor. Get blood work to check blood sugar, cholesterol, and testosterone this month. Continue goals and exercise consistently. Work with your doctor to optimize chronic condition management. Track your progress, noting frequency of lost erections and overall sexual satisfaction. Most men see noticeable improvements within 2 to 4 weeks of implementing these fixes. By 8 to 12 weeks, erectile function typically stabilizes significantly. One patient implemented all 8 fixes systematically. At his 3-month follow-up, he reported 0 instances of lost erections in the past 6 weeks and described the best sexual confidence and performance he'd had in a decade. This systematic approach works. Final thoughts, gentlemen. Here's what you need to understand. Losing your erection during sex is incredibly common, affecting 18% to 47% of men. The primary cause is venous leakage, where blood drains out faster than it flows, in requiring only 15% loss of smooth muscle function to cause symptoms. The 8 fast fixes are: stop the performance anxiety spiral through mental reframing and communication, strengthen your pelvic floor with daily Kegel, check your medications for sexual side effects, stop drinking alcohol before sex, use continuous stimulation throughout intimacy, switch to better positions that don't exhaust you, address chronic health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure, and stop smoking while starting regular exercise. These fixes target the actual physical, psychological, and lifestyle causes of erection loss. Most are free, simple, and produce results within weeks. Starting tonight, implement the immediate fixes. Starting tomorrow, begin the daily practices. This week, address medications and health screenings. This month, commit to the full protocol. Within weeks, you'll maintain strong, lasting erections throughout intimacy consistently. If this video helped you, hit that like button right now. Comment below and tell me which fix are you implementing first, and subscribe for more science-backed strategies for men over 50. I'm Dr. Emily Carter. Losing your erection during sex is fixable. You don't have to live with it. Implement these 8 fixes